Who's ever stretched the date of their birthday while at Walt Disney World? Come on, I know you did, so you could get a cupcake or another singing of happy birthday by cast members. We're keeping the anniversary party going another week. Every day's a party when we go Geekin on Walt Disney World. Welcome to episode 61 of the Geekin On Walt Disney World podcast. I am your co-host, Curtis Stone, and we are the family-friendly father-daughter podcast that will feed your passion for Walt Disney World by sharing our experiences and opinions, as well as others from our community of passionate Walt Disney World geeks. Now, normally, each week I share the microphone with the smartest, the cutest, and the sweetest daughter in the world, Lindsay, but this week I'm actually giving her some time off. She's running around the parks with a good friend of ours, Judy Ludwig, who was on the show last week during the Roundtable anniversary show. And that is, I knew this was going to happen when she was down there doing this college program, but I am not worried at all. We had so much fun doing that Roundtable last week for the anniversary. I thought we'd just do it again with another group of previous guests of the show. Hey, I say if it works, let's make a sequel of it, right? Just like the movies. Before I introduce the fabulous guests, I just want to read one little shout out from Brian Wall. Some feedback he gave me on last week's episode. I didn't get his permission, but I think he wouldn't mind if I read a little bit of this. I thought it was really cool what he had to say. I got a little misty-eyed during part of the show, he says, when you had asked Lindsay to recall a favorite memory, and she talked about how much she enjoyed spending time in Walt Disney World with her dad, and how much she enjoyed those memories. I can only hope that my children have those same memories. I truly admire what you do, not just as a Disney fan and podcast host, but as a dad. And he goes on to say, it's pretty cool how much your daughter looks up to you so much. And that he brought a little tear to my eye. And actually, I remember when Lindsay was saying that during the show, it really brings home why we love Disney World. Those times we spend with our family and the relationships we can build. And it's even more fun to do a podcast with your daughter, especially when she's so doggone smart. I am really excited to bring back some of the guests that have been on over the past year. And I'm going to start with Tony McDaniel. How are you tonight, Tony?
Kurt, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's been a while since we last talked, and I know when you were on the show the first time, it was your birthday party trip to Walt Disney World.
Yes, it was.
So I think during the year, one of the topics that I love to do are trip reports, and that was, I think, the basis of your last appearance.
That's mostly what it was, yes.
And what do you have coming up? You got trips coming up, or have you been recently?
I went in January. There were probably about 14 of us down there in our little Diz Dads group, and then I ran the 5K at the over marathon weekend, and then family and I were going back in June for 4 or 5 days, and then doing a 4-night cruise on the Disney Dream, and that's gonna be our first cruise we've done, period. So, looking forward to that one.
Wow, I think we've got some people on the show tonight who've done that before, right, Heather?
Yes.
Well, that was, I guess, a good lead-in. Heather Pittman is back.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Heather, you had a ton of things that we talked about when you were last on the show. We had a lot of fun. You're from Canada, so you talked about the international program.
Yep, I worked at Epcot.
That's right, and you had a couple cruises, right?
I've done 5.
Wow.
And you were the person who made the fun comment, which I've always had fun talking about, which was the mooning.
Yes, I'm a Disney mooner.
You were the one that said to me, I'd like you to have I think I put a question out there. What would someone like to hear on the podcast? And you said mooning. And of course, I took that the wrong way. I had no idea what you were talking about. Until my wife and daughter explained it to me. And are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Oh, that little fuzzing in the background went away. That was great. I don't know what it was. But I wanted to tell you, Heather, you've got someone here on tonight who actually answered the call about honeymooning. Because I went out there on Twitter through all my Twitter followers and asked, has anyone ever been on a Disney moon? And Amanda Absher answered the call. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
So the two of you are linked together.
Yes, thank you for asking, Heather, or I'd never be here.
You're welcome.
And Amanda was on the show with a good friend of hers, and Angela it was.
Uh-huh.
Which that was tough for me to keep Amanda and Angela straight. But you guys were a lot of fun, and both of you had done honeymoons down at Disney World.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun, and you were a lot of fun. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So excited to be here.
Yeah. Do you got any trips planned soon, or you been recently?
I do. In 128 days, I'm going to Disneyland for the first time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for the D23 Expo.
Look at you.
I know.
Now, how come you picked the D23 Expo?
I listened to a lot of podcasts 2 years ago, and I just couldn't wait to go. So I signed up.
Yeah, what do you know about that? I mean, I remember signing my wife up for the D23 club. It's like an annual thing, right? It's like a membership club.
Mm-hmm. And D23 Expo is every 2 years in Anaheim.
And it's really everything about the Disney World company you'd ever want to know, right?
Exactly. Parks, movies, TV, everything.
How long is that event for?
3 days.
Okay. And obviously you're going to get a chance to see Disneyland.
Yes, for the first time.
We got a good friend out there, Lauren, who we're going to see someday. We had on the podcast, and she might be on one of these roundtables soon. I'm going to get her back on. She's a lot of fun. And
I loved her episode.
Yeah, and you're from Texas, so you don't have that far to go. You got half as far as me to go there.
Yep.
Well, it's funny how Disney geeks know the number of days before they're going on their next trip. Is that because you got an iPod?
Days to go
app or something? Perfect. Well, welcome. And coming back from his Thanksgiving trip appearance, Keith Schneider. How you doing, Keith?
Hey, Kurt. Happy anniversary.
Hey, thank you so much. And I understand you got a trip coming up too.
Yeah, actually I do, and it's not during Thanksgiving. Actually, I feel bad because I don't know how many days it's to go, but I have it coming up leaving May 24th, Memorial Day weekend.
All right. May 24th. Wow, you're going to be close. I'm going to be there June 1st.
I think I'm just going to miss you leaving the 31st.
Oh, boy. Yeah, we're flying down the 31st to Florida, taking my son Ben to a baseball camp that he's doing in South Florida. And then we're going to drive up to Disney World for June 1st and visit Lindsay. And we're going to stay at the DVC Polynesian for a few nights. Nice. Yeah. Where are you going to stay?
Actually, we're staying off-site.
Okay. Who are you going with? You got big.
I'm actually going with my 2-year-old son, my wife, and my mother-in-law.
Yeah. I remember, weren't you asking me a bunch of questions about your 2-year-old son? Now, he's not been there, or he was there when they were like an infant?
He was there when he was 8-month-old.
Yeah.
But now he's going to be 2.
So what do you think the difference is going to be?
I think it's going to be a huge difference. Number one, he's walking, so we can't just put him in the stroller and just kind of push him around anymore. He's got a lot shorter attention span, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, with the little ones, you got to kind of keep your eye on them all the time. But I wonder what he's going to think of Mickey Mouse.
Oh, I already brainwashed him. He knows who Mickey Mouse is. He loves him, so I think he's going to have a ball with him.
So he's not going to be one of those guys that gets scared by those big old...
No, not at all.
Excellent. Now, Erica Murphy, who was actually... Erica, you were our second guest ever. I was looking...
Wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was back in May of the previous year. You were our second guest only. You know, I tell this story all the time, how I reached out to people that I saw websites, or I was looking for travel agents or podcasters or bloggers, that kind of thing. And Erica, you were my first travel agent. And we did a subject that we haven't actually done a lot, which was really all about trip planning. So,
yes, I remember that.
yeah, and that was actually a really popular episode. I think actually I was looking, Erica. It's still, I was going to say it's in the top 10, but it's number 11 of the downloads. But I think
Cool.
I think that topic is something we'll have to revisit again too, to refresh the trip plan. I think people really appreciate that. But
Yeah, definitely.
I know I reached out to you the first time. You and Sarah both were at the parks when I emailed you guys. So you just got back.
Yeah. Well, anytime you email me, there's a good chance I'll be at the parks.
Is that right? I mean, how often do you go?
I don't know. A lot.
Now, is that part of work?
Yeah, exactly. It's all very business-like.
I'm sure.
We, you know, before I became a travel agent, I'd say we usually would go down about 3 times a year, but it seems like now I've been going down a lot more, and I don't know if it's just because when you talk about Disney every day with people, you just want to be there more often. I don't know. But, yeah, it seems like I've been there a lot. In fact, in 2014, I was there every month except for February.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you are an expert.
And that's a long way from Indiana.
Yeah. You fly down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow. So what was this trip? Where did you stay?
This was spring break for the kids, and we were at Kidani.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and we did a 1-bedroom villa, which is so nice because the kids kind of have their own room and their own bathroom and their own TV, and they're basically out of my hair.
Yeah.
which is the way I prefer my teenagers to be.
Exactly. Are you DVC owners? I don't remember.
No, we're not DVC owners.
Oh.
We do have family members, in-laws that own DVC, but actually this is terrible to say as a travel agent, but I actually rented points last week.
Okay.
Because I just found a really awesome deal and I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good, I mean, to me, it sounds like it's a little bit risky because you don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes who you're renting from, there's some good reputable ones. How did you go about it?
Basically, well, I think we talked before that I'm on the Diz boards all the time. That's like my home.
Yeah.
And so I just happened upon a post where a lady had a ton of points and she really needed to get rid of them quickly. And it kind of worked out where it fell over the time that we were going to be going. And so it was a bargain. I just couldn't pass it up.
No, I've got a good friend. Actually, I'm going to tell this story and we'll get into the couple topics here, who rents the DVC points all the time when he goes. He's a runner too. He does all the Run Disney events. Guy I work with. And all right, well, I'll get moving on. We could do a whole show on your trips. I think, Erica, for sure.
Yes, and it's 71 days until I go back.
We'll be there at the same time, Amanda. Eric, we'll be there at the same time.
There you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're heading. We'll be checking in June 17th, I believe.
Oh, we check in June 17th.
See?
Yay!
Wow.
When you know a lot of Disney friends, there's a good chance you're going to cross paths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was speaking of DVC though. So we had this show last week. One of the gals that was on, she is looking into buying DVC. So we got on Skype over the weekend. We spent an hour just answering questions about DVC. So anyone listening, if you have questions for me, you want to email me. Again, I give that at the end, but kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Would love to talk to you and answer any of those kind of real questions you have. But anyways, let's, and Keith, I know I talked to you about this earlier today. We were chatting back and forth, so I'm going to kick this off. But Lindsay couldn't be here tonight. She's actually running around the parks with a good friend of ours who went down there with her husband. And Lindsay knows, this couple very well because they're church members with us and they do the Puppitude ministry I've been doing for 12 years or so at our church. And they both help with directing that ministry. But they are having a ball and they're just rubbing it in, calling me. Lindsay called me at 7:00 in the morning yesterday. And you know, when the phone rings at 7:00 in the morning, it's usually not a good thing. She calls and she was so excited because she was getting ready to meet our friend at Pop Century. They were getting ready to go and they were going to spend the day at Magic Kingdom. But they were just having a good time, so I couldn't force her to come on tonight, I guess. They're over at Epcot tonight. Probably right now it's time for Illuminations, isn't it? So that's probably what they're doing right now. But I thought we'd surprise Lindsay and throw her some compliments. And I'll start this off by a little story talking about things that went on during the year and some of the fun things that I've experienced doing the podcast. But I was on a phone call at work with a fellow who, he said, and we're doing all the work thing and it was kind of technical. And then he says, "Hey, Kurt, stay on the line for a second. I got to tell you something." I said, "Okay." And he says, "I don't know if you know this, but I run and I'm really big into Disney World." And I don't think, by the time when he talked to me, I don't think I really knew that, which is kind of funny because I worked with him for quite a while. And he says, "Well, when I run or I'm practicing my running, I listen to podcasts." And he said, "I'm looking through the podcast list and I'm looking," he's one guy who actually rents DVC points. And he was looking for Boardwalk Villas, he likes that Boardwalk area. And he wanted to learn more about it. He saw a title and he downloaded it. And then he said to me, "Boy, this voice I'm hearing sounded really familiar." And he said when he heard my name, he didn't put it together right away, but then he realized it was me. But after we laughed and I said, "That is hysterical. I can't believe you did that." I mean, I sit like 4 desks down from him. And then he proceeded to tell me, "Well, I really love your podcast." And I was like, "Thank you." And this was really early on too. This was probably a month or two into doing the podcast. And he says, "How old is your daughter?" And I said, "Well, she's 20 years old at the time. Now she's 21. And he said, "She is unbelievable. She's so smart and articulate and she knows so much about it." He kept going on and on and on. And that was a real proud moment for me. I think that was the moment it dawned on me. And of course, when Lindsay and I started the podcast, I was just excited because I knew it'd be fun for her and I to do together. I didn't know she was going to be such a star. And so if Keith, I know I asked you if you could say a couple words.
Yeah, I mean, we actually miss Lindsay tonight. I mean, she's always very cheerful and happy on the podcast, and she's very enthusiastic. And it's probably because she's talking about something she loves. I mean, obviously, you know, Disney World, and you two have such a great chemistry together. You can definitely tell you have a passion for Disney World, and you sound great together.
Thank you.
So, Lindsay, we miss you tonight.
Thank you.
Hope you're having fun at Epcot.
Anyone else want to give a shout out to Lindsay?
Sure, she is a awesome public speaker. She's very easy to listen to. I've listened to all the podcasts. And what I really appreciate about Lindsay is if she doesn't know something, she does look it up, even write it on while you're filming, and figure out the answer right away.
Yeah, she knows a lot of intimate details. You know, we were doing the show we did just before the anniversary show with Patrick Kramer and his fiance, and they are theater owners. And I thought it was a great opportunity to talk about the theater shows. Well, Lindsay loves it, and she really did her research, and she really articulated and kept with them. And they know people that either have tried out for parts down there, and they were I couldn't believe how well versed they were, but she really kept up with them. So that's good because I can never remember anything. She's so good with that. Thank you, Heather. Anyone else want to give a shout out to Lindsay?
Oh, this
Hey,
is
Lindsay.
Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Go ahead, Amanda.
Well, Amanda,
I'm
go
sorry,
first,
but
and then
I was just going to say, when I was on the podcast in January, listening back, I'm so sad that I didn't get to talk to Lindsay more and interact with her more. But while I'm listening, all I can hear is her just beautiful laugh. Anytime she laughs, you just have to smile because something about her laugh just makes you, want to laugh as well.
Beautiful. Yeah, she's having a good time and laughing. They called me about an hour before we started recording, and they were laughing. I think they had a few drinks today too, so they were laughing hysterically. They were over at Epcot. They're waiting for British Revolution to start. And I talked to them at 11 o'clock this morning. They were on their way for margaritas. So
There you go.
It's a place to be going.
Exactly. Tony, did you have?
I was just going to say, I hate that she didn't get to join us tonight, but I'm glad she's having fun at Epcot with some friends, and it's been neat over the past year with her going from being your podcast co-host to being on the Disney College program and working down there. It's been an interesting transition, and it's good that there's people working at Disney that have that passion for Disney that we all share. And I will be down in June, and hopefully I'll get to meet Lindsay while I'm down there.
Yeah, I hope you do. She's got a lot of people going down. We know a lot of people that are going this month, matter of fact. So they're keeping her busy. I promised the woman at work today. She's not been for several years, and I said, I'll have Lindsay will give you a VIP tour of Magic Kingdom if I can arrange it. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope I'll make sure she's listening, and she'll really appreciate that. All right, so Tony, I'm going to start. I guess I'll start back with you, and I'll put this question to you: what have you not done, and you'd like to do at Walt Disney World?
There's a lot that I haven't done yet. In fact, my Disney addiction really just began about 2 years ago. A couple of the highlights that I haven't done is I have yet to play golf at any of the courses at Disney World because I can't keep myself out of the parks long enough to go play around the golf.
Now, you went down with all the Disney dads and none of them went golfing?
No, we were busy doing a pub crawl around the monorail loop.
Very good.
But it was cold that weekend, too. We were down there.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping by 2016, the fall of 2016, to run the Wine and Dine half marathon. That's kind of my ultimate goal as far as my running goes.
Oh yeah, you've been really losing weight and watching your fitness.
Trying to.
Yeah.
It was a long, cold, snowy winter.
I know how that goes. When's that run?
That's usually over Veterans Day weekend in November is typically when that one is.
Oh, nice time to go. All right. Heather.
Yes.
Anything that you've never done at Disney World?
I want to see the Castle Suite in person.
Well, you're ambitious.
Yeah. I didn't say stay in there. I just want to see it.
Why not stay in it then if you're going to see it?
Might as well.
We were down there when they first opened that, and what was that, the year of the million dreams? And yes. they gave away. We were there the first time they gave away a family. We were hoping to be that, but we never won it. All right. Anything else, Heather?
I have a couple. I really want to go to the Spirit of Aloha dinner show. Yeah,
good one. I'll share one of mine. Mine is actually the Hoop-de-Doo review. I can't believe
I've done that one.
I have never done the Hoop. Matter of fact, there's so many people that are always, Judy, who's down there with Lindsay right now, she always says this to me: you got to do the Hoop-de-Doo review. And Mama had it booked, and now she teased me too, and then she took it away for this trip going down here. I don't know what's going on. Maybe they're going to surprise me. But what about the what do they call it? The Aloha dinner over at?
We love the Polynesian to begin with.
Yeah.
We actually had it booked, and it was canceled due to weather the day of.
We the last time when I was down there, if you heard some of the live trip reporting, I walked from the Grand Floridian after we had the counter service over there. My sister-in-law and my niece. There's just the three of us. Lindsay had gone over to Magic Kingdom, and we walked that trail that goes between around the lake, and you can almost see what's going on over at the dinner theater. And I almost wanted to crash it. Yeah, actually, I heard there's a lot of jokes in that. Has anyone ever done that? Anyone on the round table? Erica, you never did that one before?
Which one?
The Aloha dinner over at Polynesian.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's that? The Luau. What do you call it?
Luau.
Yeah,
Luau.
Luau. Yep.
Was it any good?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah. What do they cost that?
I like Hoop-de-Doo better, though.
Okay. It's like a $75 per person, isn't it? It used to be. I don't know what it is now.
Well, I think when we did it, I'm trying to remember, I think we used the dining plan. You can do category 2 seating with like 2 credits on the dining plan, and so with that, it wasn't really as bad, I guess. Well,
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Yeah, right.
The dining plan always seems like fake money to me, so it's always like, oh, we're not even paying for it. So.
Yeah, it's already money spent, right?
Yeah.
I get you. All right, Heather, you had another one?
Yeah, my last one, I've got a lot to do with food, but I've always wanted to do the Dine with an Imagineer.
Oh, yeah. You know, matter of fact, I called up. I had a brain, I don't know, some imagination. And I called up Mama one day. I was at work and I said, we should really surprise Lindsay with that. I think she would really love it. She wants to be an Imagineer someday. I think that'd be cool. That's over the Brown Derby, right?
Yeah, my mother-in-law did it for one of her birthday parties, and I am very jealous.
Yeah. Did she rave about it?
Yes.
What about that impressed her?
She is an insane Disney fan like I am, and it's just getting the inside details.
And they keep that. I wonder how much attention you get. You only get, I don't know, what, 10 people that probably attend, something like that?
When she did it, it was just her, my brother-in-law, and the Imagineer.
Oh, wow. Okay. Because I thought that he or she just kind of hops around a couple tables, but that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, I'm good for now.
All right. How about Amanda?
I have a couple. My first one is stay at a deluxe resort.
Oh, you haven't had a chance to stay at a deluxe resort.
I stayed at the Poly when I was 3. So if that counts.
I suppose it counts, but I doubt you remember very much.
Exactly.
What do you think of all the changes going on over there?
I'm one for Walt Disney said that the park would never be completed, so keep changing things.
Yeah, I wonder if any of you guys have been watching what's going on there. I'm very interested. I did a little bonus episode last Thursday where I read a letter that we got from the Polynesian explaining that I'm going to call it the quiet pool, but one of the pools is not going to be ready, but the lava pool will be ready. And someone on Facebook posted pictures of it. Lindsay thought that it was nowhere near being done, but it looks like it's not far from being completed. So I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
It is complete now.
It is complete. Thank you. Eric,
yes,
were you over there?
It opened 2 days ago.
Oh, look at that.
Good.
That's awesome. I wonder do you have a feel for what they changed over there?
They added a lot of like pool deck. They expanded like where there's more area around the pool.
Yeah.
And then they added a hot tub and also like a splash playground for kids.
Yeah, I think I could see that. And did they change the volcano at all? It looks kind of the same, but I don't know.
It looks kind of the same to me.
Yeah.
I was over there last week. I wanted to go to Trader Sam's, and the pool wasn't open yet, but when I was sitting on the patio at Trader Sam's, I could kind of look over into like the new pool area. It wasn't open yet, but
Yeah.
I could see the backside of the volcano, and I don't know, it looked kind of the same.
Yeah, I don't know if they made it a little bigger. Yeah.
Everybody was so distressed because they were getting ready to tear it down and, ruin it forever. And I don't know, it doesn't really look that much different to me.
Yeah, I think that hot tub is an infinity hot tub, which sounds cool.
Yeah, I saw some pictures of that on Facebook. It looks pretty awesome.
Oh, I am excited about that. And hold that thought on Trader Sam's because I would like to explore that again. But Tony, were you saying something there about?
No, actually,
no.
it was
Keith.
me. I was just going to mention Erica mentioned they added a splash pool to the volcano pool area.
For the little guys.
Yep.
So Amanda, yeah, and I think the DVC is going to be really awesome. Explore, renting DVC points, like Erica was saying. I have a contact that my friend Steve uses that he swears by. And I have someone else going down who's renting them from Dave's. Was it Dave's DVC or something like that? So those are options that's probably the best option, Erica, I would think too, if you want to do a deluxe. I mean, sometimes they have 30% off and that kind of thing, or they
you have to be really, really firm on your dates because, once you rent the points and the owner, gets you in there, you're in. So that kind of is a deterrent for people because typically you're going to have to book at like the 9 or 11 month window.
Yep.
And sometimes people aren't ready to commit to that far in advance.
There's a little risk and benefit to going that way, right?
Yeah.
But
we've done it a few times as well. In fact, we're doing it on this trip. We're staying at Kidani for a couple of nights. And, I'm using the same people I've used before, basically, because we have a good, I can trust them. And
sure.
It is, you have to put a good deal of trust in people
right.
to make this happen. And so.
Yes, and I know Glenn Kessler he's investigating DVC. He was on the show last week, and he's doing that too. He's going to rent. So there's some options there, Amanda. I'll tell you, when we went, we did a annual pass and got an annual pass discount, and this goes back 10 or more years, but we got it for $169 a night. And when we walked in there, this was the first time I ever stayed at a deluxe. The woman said, and this was at Christmas time, I think, too. So she goes, "How did you get that price?" The person at the desk. But yeah, so good luck. I hope you get your chance.
Well, what I haven't told you is that we are renting DVC at Boardwalk Villas for January 6th through 11th.
Oh, you're very... Well, so all of that advice was for other people, not you.
We signed our contract a few weeks ago.
Well, good for you. So what made you pick Boardwalk Villas?
We are going to do Run Disney for the very first time.
Good for you.
And after the races, we wanted to just be able to walk through Epcot back to our resort.
Yeah, does that finish in Epcot?
I believe it does.
Yeah. My buddy Steve likes to stay there for the same kind of reason. It's very central to the races, right?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Do some of them start? Do they start on the boardwalk?
It starts outside of Epcot in the parking lot.
Okay. So you're gonna walk over there from the boardwalk. Have you ever stayed obviously you probably never stayed at any of those resorts there.
No, I haven't. I've been there to eat dinner, but I've never stayed there.
Very exciting. Where'd you eat dinner?
Big River Grill.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the boardwalk area. I got a lot of love for the boardwalk area. That's for sure. Any others of things?
I have a couple. Go at Christmas time.
Okay. Very good. That's a good time to go, except for all the crowds.
Exactly. That's why we haven't pulled the trigger on that.
And New Year's is great, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I would go where you could do the Christmas time. Well, when you say Christmas time, you mean really at Christmas, when it's really Christmas?
Just Christmas decorations.
Okay. Yeah. So you could go like anytime after, actually, I think they started putting those before Thanksgiving now, don't they?
Yeah, they start in beginning of November.
There you go. Keith knows. That's right. He knows all about that. And, yeah, we actually listened to Keith's episode, and you'll hear everything you need to know about that part of it.
Yes, his episode is crazy. I couldn't believe it.
Crazy detailed on that topic. Yeah, so you could beat some of the crowds. I know some people that go the second week of December. Kind of a good time. What else did you have there, Amanda?
I want to do a fireworks cruise one day.
Fireworks cruise. That's over at Epcot, right?
I think there's also one for Wishes.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But either. I don't care. Either.
You're not greedy, right?
Mm-hmm. I want to do the Wild Africa Trek.
All right. Yes. We had a show. We went through that with somebody who did that. Are you getting inspired from the podcast? It sounds like things that we've talked about before.
It's podcasts and, chatting with other Disney people and reading the unofficial guide and just.
Boy,
everything.
you're making me, there's so many different things to do, isn't there?
Yes. So many things I haven't done, even though I've been there, so many times, but.
Yeah, I'm always coming up with something, even if it's a little thing. Somebody just emailed to me they want to come on the podcast. They answered the call and sent me an email, and they mentioned talking about small things, but pork, shaved pork or pulled pork nachos at the Polynesian at Captain Cook's. And
They're very good.
That's Erica, right? You spent some time over Polynesian, sounds like, recently.
I love the Polynesian, and I love pork nachos. They're very good.
I think they have them somewhere else, too. But, yeah, I like that Captain Cook's stuff they have in that place, too. And I love nachos. I love pulled pork, but I was thinking about that. So they go good together, Erica?
Well, the sauce is not your traditional sort of barbecue pulled pork. It's more of a sort of a sweet and sour pulled pork.
Oh.
So it has that sort of Hawaiian vibe.
Ah, good. I love the Hawaiian vibe.
Yeah.
That's why we love the Polynesian. I can't wait till the tiki torches are up and running at night, right? And things are really settled down. I don't know what else I wonder what kind of construction is still going to be left by the time I go in June.
Well, they're just getting ready to start the quiet pool, so that's going to be going on for several months.
Yeah, I can live without that. If I got the main pool, I can live without
Yeah.
that. I'm only going to be there 3 or 4 days anyway, so who knows? I might not get that much pool time. The way my wife wants to go to the parks. Hey, Amanda, did you have another one?
Just 2 small ones and 2 big ones.
All right, go for it.
Okay, 2 small ones. I've never played mini golf at Disney World.
I have done that actually. But go ahead.
We've never rented a boat.
Yeah. The kids used to love. I never did it myself, and so I was paying the bill, but I didn't want to pay another one for myself to go. But the kids, when we stayed at the Polynesian years ago, they rented those little mini boats, the little Mickey boats.
Oh, yes.
They love that. But you're talking about a bigger boat?
Yes, one that my husband can drive around.
Go fishing or something?
Yes.
Lay around out there on the lake? Mini golf. Yeah. When I did the conference, Lotus Fear, years ago, we actually had, after the conference, a bunch of people that knew each other got together and we had golf tournament at the mini golf over.
That's fun.
I don't know if there's more than one, but it's the one near the Dolphin and Swan.
There's one by Blizzard Beach as well.
Exactly.
I see. I knew it. Somebody would chirp in with where there was another one. There's one near Blizzard Beach as well. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Winterland, Summerland, I think is what it's called.
There you go. So there's 2 of them, Amanda.
Yes.
Well, if you're at the Boardwalk Villas, you might get a chance because that's real close to where that. What's that one called? Fantasia or something like that?
Fantasia Gardens.
Hey, I was close. Did you? Oh, you had a couple more?
Okay, VIP tour and a private dinner at an attraction, and I'm done.
Private dinner. Oh, a private dinner. How do you know about that? A private dinner at an attraction.
It's all about the blogs, podcast.
Well, I'll tell you how I got one of those. Again, this was a conference that my work did, and we had dinner over at the American Experience. That area when you first walk in at Epcot.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that whole open area. We actually had a dinner and a little award ceremony there. And then when dinner was done, unfortunately it was raining, but they got us ponchos and we had a VIP illuminations spot over near France, I think, or Italy. So that's how I got that. I don't know how else you arranged that.
I did a really cool one. We had dinner inside the Great Movie Ride.
Oh. Was that something set up for a special occasion?
It was set up for the big 05 celebration. And it was part of their press event for they kind of coincided the 05 celebration with the grand opening of 3 new attractions. That was when Soarin' opened. And so we got to ride Soarin' before it opened to the public, and we got to have dinner. They had a buffet set up inside the Great Movie Ride. It was the coolest thing ever.
Where was that? Where in the Great Movie Ride?
So as imagine as you're coming sort of through the Great Movie Ride, but you're walking so that you're not, there's no cars. So as you come through, you sort of walk past like Singing in the Rain, and you come around the corner. And so they had buffet tables set up like right in the middle of the track where the cars would go. And then you could just make your plate and go sit anywhere you wanted. And so we sat on the porch with Clint Eastwood, where
that's so
where
cool.
Yeah, and we just kind of sat on the porch there with like our plate, and we're like, this is the coolest thing ever, because we're literally sitting on the ride, like eating.
That's what I want so badly. That's
so
my dream.
So Erica, you got that with your affiliation with the travel agency?
No, I just recently became a travel agent. I got invited to that because of the TV show I made for the Travel Channel.
Oh, okay.
And that was years ago. So,
yeah.
We kind of knew all the right people back then, I guess you could say.
So how did the other people that were there, was it a big group of people?
Yeah, it was a huge press event. I don't know if you've ever been to any of the press events before, but basically anytime Disney opens anything new, whether it's a new park or, even just a new ride. I know they had a huge press event when they opened Expedition Everest the first time.
Right.
This one was huge. I mean, this was media from all over the world came for this. It was a huge, huge event.
Well, I know that the last one I remember, there was for the Mine Train, and some of the podcasters, bloggers, I think they get invited. So that's one of my dreams. So make enough noise, not get anyone angry at Disney, and get invited to one. That would be a really cool thing. Awesome. Well, thank you, Amanda.
No problem. Sorry for being so long.
No, that's okay. Everyone can join in and have fun with it. So, Keith, anything from you that you have never done before but would like to do?
Yeah, mine's actually a little bit shorter than Amanda's, and actually I'm going to get to do them in my upcoming trip up in May. In all the years going down for Thanksgiving, 18 years plus, I realized that I never been to Fort Wilderness before.
Yes.
And basically what we're going to do is my wife went there. She stayed in a cabin when she was a kid, about 10 years old. And, I like to resort hop and visit all the different resorts, but actually I never visited Fort Wilderness. So we have a dinner reservation over at Trails End restaurant there. And we're going to take the boat over from Fort Wilderness and just kind of walk around, check out where the Hoop-Dee-Doo Review is and just get a feel for what Fort Wilderness is all about.
Excellent. Yes, I think I recently learned a couple of things. What's going on? They have horseback riding over there too, don't they?
I believe so.
Yeah. Now, what's the boat that goes? Is that talking about from Magic Kingdom?
Yeah, I think from the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
We're also going to partake in. They have a Chippendale sing along at sundown, which is open to the public.
Very good. Yes. Awesome.
So we're going to do that. And then the other thing we're going to do, which I never done before, is I never had breakfast at the Crystal Palace before. So we're going to do that because it's a character buffet. So my son gets to meet the Winnie the Pooh characters. And a huge advantage is you get into the park an hour early. So I was able to get one of those prime 8:00 morning breakfast reservation.
Yeah, that place is a favorite of my wife and Lindsay. They love that. We always go for dinner there. But yeah, Trails End. I did Trails End before. I love the food over there. It's good food, good ribs and like that. But I've never really, that's a good one. Walking around, checking out that Fort Wilderness. Good one. All right.
And that's about it.
Okay, good. Thanks, Keith. And Erica, is there possibly anything you have never done before?
Well, I was very intently listening to everyone's list and trying to come up with something. And out of everyone's suggestions, I think there's only one thing I haven't done. I'm almost embarrassed to say that. And that's the dinner with the Imagineer. That sounds really cool. I haven't done that. But everything else I can tell everybody is yes, do it. Those are all great ideas. the only other thing that I could really think of, I don't know if you would consider this doing something at Disney, but I would love to stay in one of the new bungalows at the Polynesian.
Oh, good one, Erica.
You only need $2,000.
I know. I need to buy some lottery tickets or something. I don't know.
I know when they announced the points for that, it's like, wow, you gotta be multi-millionaire to get in there, don't you? It seems like it was so high.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know who you market that to. I'm not really sure.
I know it, and there's how many? There's like 10 of them too. So
yeah, they're really awesome, but they're booked, so somebody's staying there.
there is money in the world. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm thinking, I didn't even. Well, I did. Hoop-de-Doo is the big one for me, and I love trying. I don't know if you guys have tried how many restaurants you've tried, and I've done a lot of them. But my wife was asking me. She was telling me which restaurants she was trying to book for this trip coming up, and the one resorts that we've never done any dinners is over at the Swan and Dolphin, and I've heard there's some pretty good ones over there.
Definitely. You should check out, Kimonos at the Swan is really fun if you like sushi, and they have karaoke there.
Right.
And then over at the Dolphin, Shula's is very good. Just make sure you bring plenty of money.
Yes.
And, the Blue Zoo, Thai English, that's a good one too.
Yes, I've heard all of those. And again, the conference I used to go to was right there, and I never ate any of those. Some of the people I know did frequent those places, and I did hear the same thing about the steakhouse. That thing is expensive. They were amazed at the bill when they dropped it on them.
Oh, we actually saved our receipt and framed it because it was the most expensive meal we ever had in our lives.
And speaking of steak, I'd love to do the at the Yacht and Beach Club, the Yacht Club steakhouse there. That's much more affordable. Yeah, I know. I love the beach club and the yacht club. So, but I think we are. I don't know if she booked it. I know she was on the phone, and it was funny. She had an answering automated answering thing she was trying to get through for whatever reason. They were having problems with their reservation callers or operators, but I think it's not the Garden Grill. It's something like that though. Over there, I think, is it a buffet
at the Swan?
Yeah, it's a buffet. I think
it's Garden Grove. Yeah,
Garden Grove. There you go. Thanks.
Yep.
So we're gonna try that for starters. So I was excited about that. I love trying new food stuff over there at the Disney World. It's I'm trying to sell the wife on doing the Irish pub down at downtown Disney.
Kurt, you should try
Raglan Road.
Raglan Road. Thank you, guys.
You should try the new boathouse that's opening up in downtown Disney.
I know. I'd never. My wife's not a big fan of shopping, if you can believe it. Which is good. That's probably why I can save money to go to Disney World, because she's not running around spending money on clothes. But she's not a big shopper, and sometimes it's hard to get her to go down to the downtown Disney. Although this time Lindsay will be working down there, so maybe we'll stop and check out her work.
But it's called Disney Springs now, not downtown Disney.
Yeah, is it? Have they officially changed the name now?
Well, when we were there last week, we noticed they're starting to change the signage. Like in the parking garage, it says, this way to Disney Springs. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't do well with name changes. Every time Disney changes the name of something, I can't call it by its new name.
It's hard. It's hard. Actually, I had a question on Twitter. You guys, I'll throw this out to the field. Do you have any guess, or have you heard what they're going to change the name of Hollywood Studios?
I heard Hollywood Adventures.
Is that a rumor?
Yeah, that's a rumor. That's what I heard.
Hollywood Adventures. Okay. I guess it would. I don't know. It's funny when they change, like you were saying, Erica. I'm always on the fence when they change things. I like the old ways, and I love improvements. So I'm always
I still call it MGM. So
it is hard, right?
It's hard.
Our old timers. Sometimes it's hard to change our ways. Yeah, it's interesting. Think of all the changes going on right now. and not even adding what they're going to do over at Hollywood Studios.
The biggest change I noticed last week, because we had been there in January, so it wasn't that big of a gap, but Animal Kingdom is completely destroyed. I mean,
it's morphing all the time.
I mean, there's just walls everywhere, and everything is being changed and closed, and I can't even describe it. When you first walk in, there's just walls all on your left and to your right and around the tree, and as you walk back towards Everest, there's tarps and walls all along the way, so you're just kind of maneuvering through this tunnel system of walls. And, you know, I love Animal Kingdom, and I love seeing all the beautiful, you know, scenery and the trees and the greenery, and you can't see anything. It's just a lot of walls.
It's hard.
So.
It was worse, talking about the Tree of Life. We were there in September, it was worse. I mean, you couldn't take a picture there like you traditionally would and feel good about it because of the walls. But they took some of those down. It was a little better when we went back in February. But
yeah, I just couldn't believe it. But I'll tell you, that new Pandora attraction is gigantic. It's
really?
got to be the biggest attraction they've ever built. So it's huge.
How did you get a feel for that?
You know, really, when you can really see it is when you're on the bus. We were staying at Kidani, so we were on the bus back and forth on that road 100 times a day. And it's bigger than Test Track. It's just so wide. It's like, I swear you could fit Tomorrowland in that circle. I mean, it's just gigantic.
Well,
it's huge.
And I'll tell you my feeling on this. I know a lot of people are concerned that, especially with the Harry Potter over at Universal Studios, that, you know, why did Disney pick this particular theme of a movie that I don't know how popular it was. I had never seen it until just really recently. It's not a cult thing, right? Like like Star Wars or Harry Potter. So you're like, why? But you know what? Because of all that, I think it's like I got low expectations, and I think whatever they build over there, as long as doesn't get me too nauseous, whatever they build, I think it's gonna be really amazing. So mark my words. I think it's gonna be really spectacular.
As long as they theme it right, it doesn't matter if it's Avatar or not.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if they knock it out of the park with whatever the attraction or attractions are, and I think because they might feel they're being challenged here, and I think they're going to rise to the challenge.
I think so too.
That's my take.
Oh, I think it'll be spectacular. Even just that little snippet that they showed on the Disney blog of sort of the tree, not the trees, but like the shrubbery or whatever you want to call it, that's all glowing in the dark, and how their footsteps were glowing as they walked. I mean, I was getting chills. I was like, this is going to be the coolest thing ever.
How far away is that? That's got to be another year out, right?
I think 2017.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Is it that far? Wow. Boy, they must be doing something over there. That's cool. So that's awesome. Well, thanks guys. You know, we're getting close to the hour, but I'm going to take a shot and, we'll go quick through this one. But if you were, I don't know if you guys get this from friends that you know, coworkers, and they're going down, they know you're the local expert, or you know a lot about Disney World. What do you tell them? I'll get back to Tony. What do you tell them is a must do if you're going down to Disney World? If you only have like 5 minutes to tell them.
Wow.
Challenging, right?
Yeah, very. You know, even as a travel agent as well, it's hard to say, you know, what is some things you need to do, because there's so much to see and do. I guess they need to understand they cannot see and do everything on one trip.
Yeah, it depends, especially how much time they're spending there.
Right. You know, they may be going down for 4 or 5 days, but you know, a couple of things that I like to tell them to do if they can is try to get to Magic Kingdom for rope drop for the morning show. That's just a great way to start out a day at Magic Kingdom and at Disney, period, for that matter.
Great advice. Yep,
but,
I agree with that.
One other thing, you know, if they have a favorite character, try to do a character meal while they're down there. If it's in their budget, or if they're on the dining plan, make sure they do that. But before they even go, one thing they need to book as early as possible and stay on site and take advantage of the transportation that Disney has available instead of trying to, stay off site. They get all the benefits of the extra magic hours of transportation and everything else by staying on site. So
excellent. I agree. Hey, Heather, what do you think?
My 2 would be try at least one of the Disney resort restaurants.
Yeah, that was one of the mistakes. I won't say mistake or beginner's mistake that we did. I didn't know anything. I never thought of eating at the resorts, and I think some of the best restaurants are there. And
they're all the hidden gems.
yeah, exactly. I learned that from my sister-in-law when we went down, actually to the Polynesian for the first time, the first deluxe trip. That was something they taught us. Let's go do these restaurants and they booked all those restaurants at different places like, what's the Animal Kingdom?
Sanaa?
No, I was thinking,
Boma?
Boma. I was thinking of Boma. I think it was the first time I did Boma. So excellent. You have another one?
My suggestion would be to do the classics: Pirates, Haunted Mansion, Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, don't miss those, right?
Those are the must-dos.
I always tell people, I hope you got 2 days to do Magic Kingdom and work it hard. But the one thing that I did tell her, I'm trying to remember some of the things I gave her, but one of them is don't miss the new parade. Do not miss that. Find out what time it is on the calendar and do the new parade.
How about 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock parade, yeah.
Yep.
Do the 3 o'clock parade. Do they do it at the same time every day?
Every day.
Yeah. There
That's
you go.
great.
That was one of the things over at Magic Kingdom. And don't miss the fireworks, the wishes, and the castle show. All right. Amanda.
Plan for at least 5 days if you can.
Yeah.
So 1 day in each park and then an extra day.
Yeah, I just had, again, a couple of friends from church caught me on the way out a couple of weeks ago. And they're going down, I think they're going down in April also. And they said to me, they're only going to be 2 days in the parks. And they're going to go to, yeah, I know. In my head, I'm saying, oh, why? I feel, I want to be excited for you, but only 2 days. And they're going to do Epcot and Animal Kingdom. So I'm trying to arrange Lindsay to do VIP tours for her. But, yeah, definitely. What else, Amanda?
This is sort of related to Heather's, but eat at least one themed table service.
Yeah, what's a good one?
I'm thinking like sci-fi or 50s.
Yeah.
Beer garden, Cinderella's Royal Table. I mean, anything that's super Disney themed.
Yeah, because you don't always see that. Those are some of those things you only find at Disney World.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's perfect. Good ones. So we got the character meals. We got a little bit of everything here for good advice. Keith, what do you got?
Actually, Kurt, I actually took a newbie. I had a friend of mine who was 40 years old and never went to Disney World before.
Yeah.
So I took him to the Magic Kingdom and, pretty much what everyone said kind of nailed it to a head. But also there's a lot of Disney snacks that you only could get in Disney World. So, you got to try the Dole Whip. You got to try the turkey leg, and you're definitely going to have a Mickey bar.
Excellent. Yes. Don't forget all the specialty snacks. And there are so many. I just learned about pork nachos.
Oh,
There you
really
go.
good.
I did the cheese-filled pretzels last time. And crow nuts I learned by doing the podcast. So there's so many good ones. Erica. Yeah, go ahead. What did you say, Tony?
It's worth a trip to Disney just to eat.
Okay. Who puts on between 5 to 10 pounds when they go to Disney World?
Well, you walked it all off, too. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been doing better with that, actually, Keith. I've kept it, I've done better lately than I used to do.
Well, now it's warmer out.
I'll tell you, I don't like to get that really, I love to go into buffets, but I hate it when I got that really uncomfortable feeling in my stomach where it's like about to burst. It's hard though when you go to the buffets. Erica, the professional.
Well, everybody gave a lot of good suggestions, and I guess one thing that hasn't been touched on yet is my Disney experience. I think for anybody who's going to Disney, especially if they've never been before, learn how to use my Disney experience, play around with it, learn how to make fast passes, learn how to make dining reservations, learn how to change fast passes, learn how to cancel fast passes, learn all the dates about when you can make a dining reservation, when you can make a fast pass, and I mean, really all the technology. If you can learn it before you get there, your trip will be a million times better.
Yeah. Great advice. I even back in the day when I went for the first time with the paper passes, I don't even think we knew what they were. I think we walked into those parks really unprepared. And I don't want to say you like shy or like, because sometimes you don't know how something works. You don't kind of get right into it. And it took us a couple of days before. And then once we were like, we couldn't believe it. You kidding me? You come back and you get right on the ride. Then now you're extra.
The real deal breaker that could really ruin your trip is the fact that they do have areas in the parks where you can go and ask questions about how to use FastPass and how to use your Disney experience, but there are like 200 people in line.
Yeah.
The lines are way longer to talk to somebody about FastPass than to actually ride the ride.
I know. I noticed that with some of the kiosks too. I saw lines at the kiosks.
It's insane. And I feel so bad for people because I think if anybody would have told them, they could have learned all of this before they got there.
Yeah.
It would have saved so much time.
I was having a conversation with another person at work on the way out late this afternoon, and her daughter is in a dance troupe, and they're going down as a small group, like 20 kids. The dance troupe is making all the arrangements. They're staying at Caribbean Beach. But I asked her, "Did you get your magic bands yet?" And she said no. She didn't know anything, and she didn't know about My Magic Plus. And I said, "Well, you really want to learn that or find out from them what's going on in that way, so you could maybe get some fast passes built before you get down there." She had no idea what I was talking about.
Well, usually in those large groups, I'm not sure. You said how many? 10 people?
This is 20. A group of like 20.
20. I'm not sure what the number is. There's some magic number where if you're in a large group, it actually sort of negates all of that because they usually will, have you travel sort of as a pack. And you've probably seen tour groups traveling through the parks.
Oh, yeah.
and they usually have a Disney person assigned to them.
Yeah.
And so they wouldn't really use FastPass because I think they pretty much travel with their guide. But that's something definitely she should know before they go.
Yeah, and it's funny. A lot of people still go down there pretty blind, and they're not taking advantage of those things. You're right. Good one, Erica. Well, you know what? We have gone over an hour. It's always so easy to do, and we've done it once again, just like we probably did when we had you guys on the last time. And I hope you guys had fun. Any last parting thoughts?
Thanks for having me.
Thank you, guys.
And happy anniversary.
Thank you again.
Yes, happy anniversary, and thank you so much for inviting me to come on.
I love it. I hope we can have you guys on again. I think this is something that I am probably going to do monthly and invite people that have been on before as kind of little experts and do this.
We could be the Geeking on Walt Disney World alumni, right?
Exactly. That's what you.
I like that.
I love it.
I think we should be the super geeks.
There you go.
I'll take it.
You are. I love the community we've been building and meeting friends, and I hope to see you guys in the park someday. Definitely keep in touch. And yes, it's been so much fun meeting so many different people online, and it's even more fun when you catch up in person. So I hope we can do that sometime.
Hope so too, Kurt.
All right. And all right, I'll just give out the little outro. We have so much fun, and we love this little community we're building. If you want to be a part of the show, just send me an email. Kurt.stone@geekinonwdw.com. Funny enough, guys, I have like 5 or 6 people backed up of people that want to come on the show right now. So I got to put out a little schedule out there and get things lined up. It's kind of difficult with Lindsay's schedule because she only gets a couple days off, and I don't know how much she knows in advance which days those are, but I will do my best, and I promise. I got a guy coming on from the UK soon, doing a test with him tomorrow night. So our first person from the UK. Lots of fun. I love talking to the international folks too. Yes, so come on, do a trip report, do a top 5 chat. It's a lot of fun. And I don't know what else. You guys I love all the feedback and the Twitter and Facebook and just retweeting our stuff out there. Go out there and do a 5-star iTunes review. We appreciate that. And I think that's about it. Thanks for going Geekin on WDW with us. Really appreciate it. And here's to another great year coming up. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Hello?
Hello, Erica.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm so glad we were able to get that fixed. I'm gonna I'm gonna hang up with you, and then I'm gonna bring everyone else in.
Oh, okay.
So hold on one second. We've already we did the intro, except we didn't intro my guest yet, so that's perfect.
Oh, okay.
Not too late. Hold on. I'll be right back with you. Let's see if Erica comes in too. Tony's connecting. Erica, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Awesome. And you're really loud too.
Sorry.
That's all right. Actually, I think some of that fuzzy noise went away too. It's a little better than it was before. Erica, say hi to everybody. We got Heather Pittman, Keith Schneider, Amanda Absher, and Tony McDaniel on the line.
Hey, Erica.
Hey.
Hello.
So glad you can also join us. Amanda, you're there too?
I am.
Perfect. So I'm just getting ready to introduce everybody. And I guess I'll remind everyone. Heather, I'll tell you what we're speaking about if I didn't get a chance to give you any of the details. So this is kind of a roundtable format. It is part of the anniversary. I guess we're doing a couple weeks of celebrating the year-long anniversary. But I'm going to ask the group. First of all, I'm going to ask them if they can surprise Lindsay with a little bit of a compliment because she's not with us tonight. She's out running around the parks with a close friend. And we also have a question. What have you done and would like to do at what have you not done but would like to do at Walt Disney World? And also, what would you advise a new visitor as must-dos? I had a person just recently ask me that. And